Hello everyone, welcome to the session. So like we are covering end-to-end AIML. So welcome you all, welcome back. So what we're gonna learn this session means like in the previous session we have gone through some coding part of Python. So today in this session we're gonna continue and we're gonna do some more things in this Python coding. So I hope you guys gonna enjoy this. So if you guys doesn't subscribe to our channel, please subscribe to our channel so that only you can get this session attended and you can able to get. We are planning for a year of the session. So yeah, guys. So let us directly jump into the session. So I think in the previous session we have gone through how to set up the collab, and we have gone through how to use the text code and then text block and then code block in the collab, and then we have introduced how to write the print statements, how to write the variables, how the data types are itself assigned by the variables in Python, how to do the operators kind of thing, how the input output works. So look, like the basic things we have covered. Okay, today it's gonna be like somewhat some, like I will say the last session is zeroth level. Okay, today this session is going to be first level. Okay, if you guys doesn't watch the previous video, please make sure you guys watched so that you guys doesn't doesn't treat this environment as different thing, because like it's a collab. We have explained this very much in the previous session. Okay, what is collab, how do you need to go for the collab, what collab means actually. Okay, so like those things we have explained in the previous session. Please make sure that you guys watch the previous video, and then only you guys can able to understand this what we are telling. Okay, so yes sir, over to you.
Yes. So go through all the sessions 10 times and understand each and every element properly and have stillness, concentration, focus so that you can absorb deeply the meta meaning of what we are teaching. And then you will become world class data scientist, AI engineer, or AI researcher or AI scientist. So here again, we have understood the basic functions, how it performs, so that when we go for an application of the project, so you'll have hands-on, you know that what we are talking, otherwise it will go above your head. So absorb these terminologies properly, understand the meta meaning, and then you will be able to perform those functions when we do the projects and hands-on use cases. So just get familiar with it and understand deeply.
Yeah, that's great, sir. Okay, so we will directly jump into the session. Today, the first topic that we are having is Python control structures. Guys, I think sir has explained this control structure in a very easier manner. Okay, so like whenever it rains, we need umbrella. Otherwise, we doesn't need an umbrella. So that is what control structure. Whenever the condition is true, we need to execute the true statement. Otherwise, we need to execute the false statement. That is if else. Okay, so that is what a control statement. Now we're gonna see the coding part. Okay, so conditional statement within control structure, we are having conditional statement. That is what the example rain example I have given. Okay, see here, guys. Conditional statement, we are having num equal to input. Within that, we are having before that we are having integer input, and we are just getting the input from the user. Enter a number. This input enter a number we have already seen in one of our previous session. We have seen how to get the input from the user. So this statement is gonna throw as a dialog box to the user. You need to get the input. Once you get the input, it should be treated as a number. In order to convert the input to the number, we are using integer. That's it. So what this number will be having? It will be having the integer value. Now, this is what the entire process. Whenever the num that you entered is greater than 0, it is gonna print it as positive. If it is equal to 0, it is gonna print it as 0. If else, it is gonna print it as negative. That is, if it is less than 0, it is negative. Okay, guys, can you able to understand a logic? Whenever you enter a value, it will be converted to the integer value. Then it gonna look into the condition. If the value is greater than 0, it is positive. It will print as positive. If it is equal to 0, it will print as 0. If it is less than 0, it's gonna print as negative. That's it. So what I have entered is 2. 2 means it's a positive value, so I'm getting positive. Okay, so simple explanation is if, if else are used to make the decision based on the condition. So we are having if this condition is not okay, we go for if else. If the both condition is not okay, we'll go for else. Okay, yes sir, over to you.
Yeah, I will give a simple example. Like, guys, how many alphabets we have? Like in our ABC, around 26, right? So, but how many books have been written because of those letters, the combination and the structure of grammar? Like the structure of grammar and the combination of those words, how many books have been written in the world? You say billions of books, right? Similarly, these conditional statements and the functions and the terminologies, we write billions of lines of codes, like. So you have to understand that these, like, we have this small if else, elf, and if else. Suppose these three. So understand 26 those alphabets make so many combinations. Here, how many combinations we can make? So we can just imagine. Like you have chess. I'll give example. Chess has 9 cross 9. You have chess 9 cross 9. The options you can play, right? But so universe has 10 raised power 76 atoms in the universe. 10 raised power 76. So even if you combine the all the moves, if you do in 9 cross 9 chess, you cannot compute, like, it can be infinite computation. So that is the power. Don't underestimate the power of combination. So understand this, that it's if is a very, very, very powerful statement in computer science. In normally also it is. So so when you define if num num means number is greater than 0, then it will be positive. So conditional statement. So it if number is greater than. So when you have greater than, how you understand greater than? Whenever you have these two lines towards number, that means it is greater than the opposite number. So if it is towards the 0, the two lines, it is greater. So you would be familiar with it. But to remember, so always understand that whenever it is towards a particular number, that number is greater than. So you will have a print statement. We have already defined number positive. So if elf if you it is again number is equal to 0, again you have you will get 0, right? If else is again you have negative. If it is else, see, here you are not writing the statement num uh, is less than 0. Here it naturally understands, the computer has a computer has natural, what we say is the natural intelligence here, that it understands else it can be negative. So it is a default statement. That is why here you don't see num equal to less than 0. I will say, yeah, less than 0, right? So if it is towards negativity, so then it is, so it naturally says else it is this. So this is how it conditional statements run. Yeah.
Actually, like, it's great sir, because like it itself understand, right? Using else, it itself understand the number is less than 0, so it is treating it as a negative value. So
Yeah,
it's great.
otherwise we have to define, because in computer science nothing comes out without definition, or you have to define, you have to define each and everything. You have to define even the comma, the full stop. Everything has a definition and everything has a binary coding aligned to it, which is in the um, ASCII. You can, if you see ASCII standards, that that is already written. You can go and
Yeah, you are right, sir. Everything is ASCII. Yeah.
everything is ASCII code. You can go and see that, guys. Everything is being defined. Nothing is undefined in computer science. So don't take it for granted that you don't write inverted commas or you don't write brackets. You just you magic will happen. No, computer is dumb. But when we write proper programs, it is more intelligent than us. There are two statements here, guys. Computer is dumb until or unless it is not taught or defined everything. Once it is taught and defined everything, then it is more intelligent than us.
Yeah. As a human, we are just feeding whatever the knowledge that we have to the computer, then it becomes supercomputers. So yeah, yeah, guys. So this is what all about this conditional statements. Okay. Moving on, we are having loop structure. So we are having a for loop. Just go with this syntax. Okay. For I is a variable, and we are giving in range of 5. What this range of 5 will do means it will start from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. It will not include 5. 5 means 5 minus 1 we need to consider, because in programming language this Python, it will start from 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. We are having 5 numbers. So first of all it will have a 0, and 0 will be given to this I. Whenever we print the first time, it will be 0. Second time it will be 1, 2, 3, 4. It will create an iteration. So for loop is used for creating an iteration kind of thing. Okay. Then we are gonna see while loop. Okay, it is more like a for loop, but it will be having a condition at the beginning. I'm defining a count as 0. Okay. Whenever the count is less than 5, I need to continue printing the count value, and I need to increment each and every time. So I will explain in a step manner. First, we are having a value of 0. Now, is 0 is count is 0. So is 0 is less than 5? Yes. So it's gonna print 0. Then it's gonna increment the value of 0, that is count, to 1. 0 plus 1 is 1. Now the count value is 1. 1 is less than 5? Yes. Now the count is 1. Then we need to increment. 1 plus 1, 2. 2. 2 is less than 5, right? It will give 2. Now, 2 is the count value. We're going to increment 1, 3. Unless and until it becomes 5, 5 is not less than 5, right? Now it will be end the loop. So now we are having 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Why it doesn't have 5? 5 is less than 5. So it will not consider that. Okay. So the simple explanation is for and while loops are used to repeat the actions multiple times. Okay. So yeah, guys, this is all about the looping statements. Over to you, sir.
Yeah, again, the concept is same, guys. When we in previous session when we said theoretically we explained the concept that where we use conditional statements for what is the purpose, and here for loops you have to automate. Otherwise you have to always user has to give input, and then it's a manual job. But here you use these loops are very very powerful, guys. So for loop, when you give, so it will do iteration 0 to 4, because your range is 5 and it will have freedom, limit of freedom. So it is always when you have limit of, it's always when you give range, suppose you give range 7, so you will do iteration till 6. So it's a default thing, you, because it is always the, because it also comes into what you say, when we see, when you learn arrays and data structures. So always the end column is always vacant and it starts from 0, because the main point is because it calculates from 0, and the last column is always kept with for null value and stuff. So it starts from 0, and that is why you will see till 4 only the iterations happening. And again, while loop, so you can use it here. You are using a kind of condition in loop, that is while loop. Suppose while count less than whatever count you are doing is less than 5. So when you, can you make it little down? Can you? Yeah, yeah. Okay. So
Yes, sir.
again, you will see the same pattern. It will count till 4 because the limit is 5, but it considers 5 also. So while loop will also automate your operations, the iterations, whatever functions, whatever operations you are doing, and your loop should be always finite. It should not be infinite. Otherwise, your computer will get hanged, because usually our memory of a computer is more like usually 4 billion, but then minus 2 billion plus 2 billion it works, because we perform functions in minus and plus. So so this is how your computer will function. So understand, these are very powerful tools which you can use anywhere. Just understand the concepts.
Yes, sir. When you are saying the concept like the computer will hang, I have done this one time. So I have done this in a collab. What happens means like in the while loop. Okay, what I have done means I use the same while loop. I think so. So instead of 5, I have just put -1. So what happens means it not gonna, the condition is not gonna be false, right? So 0 is not less than -1. So then 1 2, it will be incrementing every time. It will start to do everything, and the collab get crashed. Since it is a online, nothing happened to my system. So
Yes, yes.
that was a thing that I am having.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. It happens because we have to, like, either you need to go to the machine learning, machine level, machine language, and make changes. Then that's very difficult. Uh, and then you will be able to do such kind of competitions. But uh, because Collab is already written by some company, so whatever architect they have defined, so it will work according to that.
yeah, guys. So that time this collab has safeguarded my laptop. So otherwise, I if I done this locally, then consider what would have happened. My laptop will be not no more there. Okay. So that's the reason. That is also one of the reason that you can try the cloud. I'm not saying you need to just go and try this and crash the cloud. No, not like that. So this is one of the advantage. We can safeguard our local system so that as much as possible try to use a system which is very flexible. Okay, first of all. Okay, so that's the thing, guys. So this is all about loops that we are on. So next thing what we're gonna see means we're gonna see the functions. Okay, we're gonna define a function. See here, we are defining a function. How to define a function? We need to use a keyword called as def. Following that, we need to give the function name. Greet is a function name, and within the circle bracket we need to provide the parameter which we need to give the input. Now what is gonna return means hello plus name, whatever the name we give, and then apostrophe. That's it. This is what function definition. Now I'm gonna call this function. Okay, how I can call this? I need to define the name of the function, like declare the name of the function. Greet is the function name. Within that, I need to pass the parameter. Alice is the parameter. So this parameter is gonna match this. Okay, for name now Alice, what it gonna return? Hello Alice apostrophe. Whenever I print the message, because it is the value assigned to the variable called as message, right? Whenever I print this, I get hello Alice. Okay, so this is how the function works, guys. You can see this is a simple thing. Consider, you need to print the statements from 1 to 100, and it should start with hello 1, hello 2, hello 3, hello 4, hello 5, like that till 100. If you done manually, you need to write 100 line hello 1, hello 2, hello 3, hello 4, hello 5, like that. But I will say a simple thing. Create a function which can print hello and then the integer value that you're gonna pass. Here hello, integer value gonna pass. Then use a for loop for I in range of 1 to 100 or 0 to 100. You should contain 101, right, for Python. And you just call the function. Now what happens means within the 3 lines of code you can able to achieve the value result which is provided by the underlines of code. So code usability and code like compression can be done by using functions. So you just treat this as a big thing. Okay, so that's a major thing that is as function has a specific role to do in any programming language. So a simple explanation is like function allows us to create a reusable block of code. The def keyword is used to define a function. So that is what about function. Yes, sir, over to you.
Yeah. So again, guys, this is a very powerful, mm, I will say, kind of tool, a sub tool, which helps you guys to. I said computer science works in three things. One is input function, which is in the black box, and the output. Okay. So remember these three words. So whenever you are doing whenever you have to define any function, you have to use in Python. Specifically, we are here. So def is the for defining function. You have to like, so you have to first, def means definition for the function. Okay, then greet is a function. Yeah, then you write name, then return hello, and whatever code you are writing, whatever you can write it for anything, whatever you want to print. So here we want to print hello Alice. So that is the then that is what we want the output. So input, we give the hello, and then we also give the input Alice. Then function does its function, and then in the black box, and then it will give you hello Alice. So again, I'll tell you, there are two things in computer science. One is time and complexity, time and space complexity. So these are very, very, very important aspects, guys. If your program, project, or any interface or any application doesn't have balance of time and space complexity, then you are not creating a optimized application or project. So these functions will help you to reduce the time and space complexity, because in two line of code you are going to um, uh, you are going, otherwise you have to write hundreds and thousands lines of code, which will increase space, which will increase your time and space complexity. So these functions are very powerful tools which will help you uh, to reduce time complexity in any project. So understand the power of these and understand them deeply. So you have to define everything. So def, then greet, name, return. You have to, whatever you want to return. So you can write anything here. And then we have written hello, and then plus name, plus um, commas, inverted commas, and then we have to then we have to calling the function. Again, we need to first we need to define the function, then we need to call the function. So once we call the function, so message is what we want to do. uh, Greet, in brackets and inverted commas you put Alice, print message. So it will function here. You will not see what is happening and how I got hello Alice. That is a black box thing. Input you have to define, and then function will do its function, and then you get the output. So you will see this kind of pattern everywhere. You have to define input, a function will work, you have to write the proper code, and then you will get the output.
Yeah, that's great, sir. Okay. So guys, actually we have come to the position like our end of first day for this coding. Okay, we have just seen the basics. So what now I'm gonna do means I'm gonna have some live assignment for you guys. Okay, this is what the assignment question, guys. So we have just touched the basics of Python. I need you guys to try out this. Okay, Write a Python function that checks if a given number is even or odd. Okay, so this is what the question, guys. I think, sir, how many minutes that we can give for them to solve this?
I think 2 3 minutes is enough time.
Sure. In the meantime, like I will explain how what are the things that you can do in the meantime. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, as sir is mentioning, we will give just 2 to 3 minutes. Okay. So in the meantime, I'm just explain what you can do. Okay. Um, First thing, what we need to Python function that checks if a given number is even or odd. Okay. I think, guys, if you guys able to understand this, understand in a manner like we are having condition statements, right? Like we have seen about less than, equal than, equal to, and then we have seen greater than. Okay, try to use this. Okay, and yeah, please post it in the comment section. What is the answer of this question? Okay, this is a live assignment that you guys gonna do. So I think this is the first assignment that you guys are doing. Okay, so yeah, guys, the question is write a Python function that checks if a given number is even or odd. Okay, yeah, guys, I'm just looking for your answers in the comments. Okay, yeah, guys, go ahead. Then just think in a step by step manner how we can achieve this answer. Okay, so I think we will be having 2 more minutes now. Okay, yeah, so yeah,
Yeah,
guys, everyone just
write
go to the.
write a code snippet defining and how you're going to define, how you're going to you have to do whatever you've learned, just apply that and give us the output of even and odd numbers.
So trying to come up with different things because we have learned lots of things like
Yeah,
we
you
have.
can come up with different ideas that how you can come up with even and odd numbers, like write a Python function that checks if given numbers. So you have to even write the even you have to write the numbers. So which numbers you want to, like you can call it till, you can call from 1 to 100, and then you need to you can define that, and then you can say, okay, out of this 1 to 100, which one are even, which one are odd. So I'm just giving you hint. So then you
Yeah.
can come up with that code. You can use the analogy, and if you don't do in one right now, just complete this assignment, then and only move forward. Because uh, whatever we learn, we when we try to apply, so we get to know that how much I have absorbed, and how much pace I need to have, so that you understand. Otherwise, if you don't learn, if you learn only theoretically but you don't apply, you don't use that knowledge, so there is no use. You need to use the knowledge so that you will get outcome, and you will build projects, and then you will be world class data scientist, AI engineer, or AI scientist, or a researcher. So yes, I think, yeah, time is over. So you can submit your assignment in the comment section, or you can write us on email at connect@nobletransformationhub.com. You can write us that your project assignment. So this assignment, yes, let's move forward.
Yeah, so I think I hope that you guys have tried this. Okay, so yeah, this is what we are having this day. Okay, so yeah, so we have seen lots of things, right? So for the last 2 sessions we have seen the basics of Python. Okay, how we can set up the collab, and how we can manage to write a Python code in it to it, how the variables are declared, how Python itself able to understand the variable, and how the things like conditional statements works, loops works, how to define a function, and we have seen some operators kind of thing. So these are the fundamental things that we are having in Python, guys. So uh, the next time when you come, right, you need to be very well versed with the understanding of basics of Python, so that we can move on to the next session where we will be having level 2, I will say. Okay, we have completed level 0, level 1 today, and we will be moving on to the level 2 like tomorrow. Okay, for the next session we will be moving on to the level 2. Okay, so the thing is, guys, please make sure that your basics are very much clear to you guys. Okay, if you doesn't know anything, just post it in the comment. We are here to help you guys. Okay, yes sir, over to you.
Yeah, so guys, again, I'll reiterate, go watch all the sessions, previous sessions, 5 to 10 times, minimum 10 times, and absorb the terminology and all the things, and especially um uh, uh, the Python. And when we go for application, understand all the functions, all the terminologies, variables, how what is the interface. Go and feel the interface of Google Colab and understand the terminologies. Go read the repositories, or go to the community of Google Colab and see what questions they have answered, what are the things, and understand it, and use all the fundamental things so that you're prepared for the final assignments. And the journey starts from the beginning, first session. So if you have not watched the previous sessions, go first watch the previous sessions 5 to 10 times, then and only come here. Otherwise, it is not going to help you, and you won't learn anything, because you need to build very based from deep foundation for becoming a data scientist, AI engineer, or future AI researcher or a scientist. Yes, that's it, guys.
Yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed. Actually, we have enjoyed a lot. This is the first hands-on session that we have, so
Yeah,
hope
yeah,
you guys
we
get motivated.
enjoy every moment teaching you
Yeah.
guys. You can feel our voice, you can feel the energy, and you can see how we are dedicatedly working. But if you don't get result, then there is no use. You need to get results. You need to understand deeply. If you have any feedback, so you can write in the comment section, and subscribe to our channels, and stay connected. So we'll be there to serve you, and learn this deeply and change your life.
Yeah. Bye, everyone. Take care. We will see you in the next session. Bye.
Bye bye, bye bye. Take care. We'll see you in the next session. Be ready. Go and go through all the sessions 5 to 10 times again and again, and do reinforcement learning. Thanks, guys. Take care.